Welcome, animal lovers and legal eagles, to a wild ride through the bizarre and often hilarious world of animal rights lawsuits. Prepare to be amazed, amused, and maybe even a little bit outraged as we delve into cases that prove reality is, indeed, stranger than fiction. We're talking about situations where animals, unable to speak for themselves, have found surprisingly eloquent advocates in the courtroom. Get ready, because when you hear this lawyer's defense, you'll spit out your coffee. First up, let's talk about the plight of the humble chicken. Yes, you read that right. Chickens. There have been numerous lawsuits filed on behalf of chickens, challenging their living conditions in factory farms. We're not just talking about a few disgruntled hens here. These are class action lawsuits representing millions of birds arguing for better space, improved sanitation, and a less stressful existence. Imagine the legal briefs. Exhibit A, overcrowding leading to pecking order stress. Exhibit B, lack of access to dust baths resulting in plumage deterioration. I wonder what planet the judge was on when they delivered that verdict in one particular case. A surprisingly favorable one for the feathered plaintiffs, I might add. The sheer scale of these cases is staggering, highlighting the growing awareness and legal muscle behind animal rights movements. These aren't just about individual animals, they're about systemic change. But chickens aren't the only ones getting their day in court. Think about the emotional toll on a primate separated from its family. One particularly heart-wrenching case involved chimpanzees used in medical research. Their advocates argued that the chimps possessed a level of sentience and emotional capacity that warranted a higher standard of care, and even the right to habeas corpus, the right to challenge their unlawful imprisonment. The arguments presented were incredibly sophisticated, drawing on scientific research on primate behavior and cognitive abilities. The sheer audacity of the legal team, daring to challenge the established norms surrounding animal research, is both remarkable and inspiring. The outcome was a mixed bag, showcasing the complexities of animal rights law and the uphill battle faced by animal advocates. Then there are the cases involving companion animals. We've all heard stories of beloved pets injured or killed due to negligence. But some cases go beyond simple negligence. They involve intentional cruelty or even murder. One case I came across involved a dog that was allegedly poisoned by a neighbor. The ensuing lawsuit wasn't just about financial compensation. It was about justice for the beloved pet and a statement against animal cruelty. The emotional testimonies presented by the dog's owners were powerful, reminding us of the deep bonds we share with our animal companions. The judge, thankfully, seemed to understand the profound emotional impact of losing a pet, and the verdict reflected that understanding. Let's not forget the increasingly important area of wildlife protection. Lawsuits are being filed to protect endangered species habitats, challenge environmentally damaging practices, and even hold corporations accountable for their impact on animal populations. These cases often involve complex environmental regulations and scientific evidence, making them some of the most challenging and important animal rights battles. One such case involved a logging company accused of destroying a crucial habitat for an endangered monkey species. The lawsuit, backed by extensive scientific data and environmental advocacy groups, managed to halt the logging operation, a significant victory for both the monkeys and the principles of environmental protection. And the absurdity doesn't end there. We've seen lawsuits involving everything from circus elephants to performing dolphins, challenging their captivity and advocating for their release into sanctuaries. These cases often raise philosophical questions about animal sentience, the ethics of entertainment, and the very definition of what constitutes a life worth living. One particularly memorable case involved a group of activists suing a marine park for allegedly keeping dolphins in inhumane conditions. The activists, armed with compelling evidence of the dolphins' stress and poor health, presented a powerful case that resonated with many. The judge, in a surprisingly progressive ruling, ordered significant improvements to the dolphins' living conditions, a clear indication that the tide is turning in favor of animal rights. Now let's talk about the legal strategies employed in these cases. Attorneys representing animals often use creative legal arguments, drawing on established legal precedents and pushing the boundaries of existing law. They might argue for animal personhood, challenging the traditional legal view of animals as mere property. Or they might use the concept of standing, the legal right to sue, to represent animals who obviously can't speak for themselves. These legal battles are often a David versus Goliath story, with underfunded animal rights groups taking on powerful corporations or government agencies. The sheer determination and legal prowess of these advocates are nothing short of inspiring. The success rate of these lawsuits varies, of course. Some cases result in significant victories for animals, leading to improved living conditions, habitat protection, or even the release of animals from captivity. Others are less successful, highlighting the ongoing challenges in securing legal rights for animals. But every lawsuit, win or lose, contributes to the larger conversation about animal welfare and rights, raising public awareness and pushing the boundaries of what's considered legally possible. Each case, no matter how seemingly absurd it might appear on the surface, contributes to the ever-evolving legal landscape of animal rights. And let's not forget the human element. These lawsuits are often driven by passionate individuals and organizations who dedicate their lives to protecting animals. Their commitment to justice, even in the face of overwhelming odds, is a testament to the power of compassion and the unwavering belief in the inherent value of all living creatures. Their work reminds us that even the smallest creature deserves a voice, and that the fight for animal rights is a fight for justice for all. What does the future hold for animal rights lawsuits? It's likely that we'll see an increase in the number and complexity of these cases, as awareness of animal sentience and welfare grows and legal strategies become more sophisticated. We might even see the emergence of new legal concepts and precedents that fundamentally change our relationship with the animal kingdom. The fight for animal rights is far from over, but the progress made through these lawsuits is undeniable. It's a battle fought one case at a time, one paw print, one feather, one fin at a time. And every victory, no matter how small, brings us closer to a world where all creatures, great and small, are treated with respect and compassion. So, next time you see a headline about an animal rights lawsuit, remember the remarkable individuals who dedicate their lives to these battles, and the often hilarious and always heartwarming stories that unfold within the courtroom. The journey continues, and it's a journey worth watching.